welcome to another Create a Card. Today we're going to be making a sympathy card and using Ipity stamps. Then I wanted to share with you which stamps we're going to be using today. The first one is from the Cherish Your Dream stamp set. I'm going to be using this oval. And then the other one is from the Just Wanted to Say. I'm using the Deepest Sympathy saying out of that one. So we're going to start with a standard size card base. It is 4 1/4 by 5 1/2. And then it's actually this one is 4 inches by 5 1/2 because I cut it from a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. That way I can get 3 cards out of it. So I cut them in 4 inches and then I score them at 6 and then I trim them down to 5 1/2 to make them pretty standard size. So that's our card base. The pattern paper I'm going to be using today is by Cosmo Cricut. It's the circa 1934 mini deck. And so I have a square to be matted on the front of the cardstock here. It is 3 3/4 by 5 1/4. So I'm just going to set that aside while I think about what I'm doing here. And then I also have a die cut from Spellbinders. This is the Lacy Squares. I cut it out of the black cardstock and then I cut a square of some more pattern paper. This is 2 1/2 inches square that's going to be matted directly onto this one. So we'll go ahead and get that down right now. So those are the beginning pieces. Now I just want to do a little bit of stamping. So I'm going to grab that oval mat, or I don't know what you call it, I guess an oval label stamp. I'm going to get out my VersaFine black ink and I'm just going to stamp that onto some cream cardstock. Now, the paper has a bit of a distressed look to it, so I'm going to add a little bit of distressing to the front of this as well, just so it blends in a little bit. I'm going to grab a little sponge dauber that goes on the end of your finger, and I have some Haystack Ipity ink. I'm just going to kind of soften that a little bit. Just like that. Then next I'm going to grab some Colorbox pigment ink and my saying, which is Deepest Sympathy. The color of my ink is called Celadon, and I'm going to grab my Stamp-A-Majig here so I know I'm going to get that in the right spot. I'm going to do this twice so I know that image will really pop. This ink has a tendency to fade as it dries. In fact, I'm going to do it 3 times. Okay, so now I'm going to just use my scissors to trim this out. Okay, so we have all our pieces here, and now let's go ahead and just start building the card. I want to add some ribbon to the top of this, so I'm going to flip it over. Oops, that didn't work so well. I'm using the lines on my grid board here to help me line that up. Now I'm just going to adhere that to the card front here. Okay. Then next I'm going to use some foam adhesive. Add this to the front. And some more for the sentiment here. And then last, I have a bow that I'm just going to add right there. Some glue dots. And that does it for this week's Create a Card. It was a quick and simple one, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye!